My easel isn't up right now, so I have to find another place to shoot. Over here in this corner. Another pretty big week at the comic shop this week. I got 9 comics. The first, of course, being the Manhattan Projects, issue number 22. It's a lot of issues of Manhattan Projects that have come out. I've enjoyed the book. Let me see, is the regular artist back on here? Pereira? Yeah, there he is. Just give a quick look at it just for the heck of it. Ah, there we go. Lots of nutty Manhattan Project stuff in that one. Still with these terribly boring covers, though. I will never like them. Oh well. We have X-O Manowar number 27. I've really been enjoying this Armor Hunter storyline. We're finding out more about what X-O's armor is. We're finding these interesting new outer space characters who want to kill the armored guys because they're evil and destroy planets. The armored guys, not the people trying to kill them. And X-Os, of course, in the Earth are caught in the middle. Good stuff. Enjoying the story. Can't wait to see what happens in this issue. Comes Fatale number 24, the very last issue. I believe it's a double-sized issue, too. Can't say enough about this series. It might be my favorite one of the last couple of years. If not, it's in the top 3. I think it's been I've collected just about all of the Brubaker and Sean Phillips various mini and maxi series they've had. And this, I think, is my favorite one. That's how good it is. So when it's my favorite one of one of my favorite creative teams, that's pretty high praise for me. So you should check out this book if you like femme fatale horror noir. East of West number 14. Once again, this story has taken off recently. Big war coming. Good stuff, good story. One thing I just noticed in handling this, is that a little rip up there? It's either a little rip or a mark. Either way, I'm kind of tired of these non-cover covers they have on comic books today. Even this one, I mean, it's the same paper they use on the inside, and it's flimsy as all heck. I mean, there's nothing to that. And I don't know if you can see the warpage on the cover, just a little bit. It's not on the whole book, just the cover, but I'm kind of getting sick of that in modern comics, and I don't think that's a rip, that's just a flaw in the black. Didn't notice that when I picked it up. I don't really care that much, but it's just annoying. I think these comics should be a little sturdier. IDW makes their comics very sturdy, rather than, of course, IDWs are $4, but this is $3.50 now. It's getting up there in price. Either way, it's a good comic. That's just me complaining about comics. Cast number 2. A lot of people didn't like the first issue of this. They found it confusing, and I have to say, I found it confusing too, only in that they gave an important piece of information 3/4 of the way through the first double-sized issue, that if you'd known that at the beginning, the comic would have made a lot more sense. Matter of fact, I read the first issue through a second time, having known that bit of information, and the whole thing made more sense. I don't know why writers are so reluctant to give you information up front these days, and they want everything to be all mysterious for a little while, but come on, give us some information every now and then. That's what I say. Not everything has to be lost. This out. It's Mind Management 24, starting point for new readers. Wouldn't it be nice if they had the logo on the front if it was a starting point for new readers to let you know what it is? I don't know what they're thinking with this, but it's a wraparound cover. And it's extremely cool. Him walking away from all that rubble. Well, you would think if it was a starting point for new readers, they'd want the logo on the front. I just find that kind of funny. But either way, this also would be in my top 3 of comics. All with Fatale. I can't even tell you what the third one is at this moment. But this is also up there with it. I really enjoy Mind Management. Crazy story about all these spies with weird superpowers. Check this one out. You can find them all in trades, and they just put out a deluxe new hardcover of it too. We move on to the massive number 25, Ragnarok, part 1 of 6. I've really liked the last 2 stories from this. I think that I also find it a little hard to believe that this book still exists, because I haven't heard anything positive about it, anybody really reading it, and I have to say, though I've been buying it all along, the first 10 or so issues were iffy. I liked it because it was different and a little weird, but it didn't really find its footing till later on, and I've been enjoying it a whole lot the last year or so, but I'm surprised it's still around, because it's just one of those books that's under the radar, small and under the radar, but give it a go if you want, starting with issue, I don't know, the 3rd or 4th story arc, I would say, because the first 2 story arcs meander, and if you're like me, I like meandering, but a lot of people don't. Armor Hunters tie-in, Valiant Armor Hunters #1 Harbinger. Here's a good example of what's annoying about one-shots and mini-series and stuff. It's like, I have Harbinger on my pull list, but this wasn't on my pull list because it's a different name. And it probably comes under Armor Hunters. I just have Armor Hunters on my pull list, and sometimes, this was the last one on the shelves. Sometimes the comic shop just misses it, because how would they, I didn't know it was coming out. I wasn't paying that close attention, so how would they know I wanted it pulled? If it was just an issue of Harbinger, I would have got it pulled automatically. So it's annoying that they make it a whole other, I don't even know if it's a mini-series or just a one-shot or whatever. I'll find out. But I almost didn't get it and wanted it just because they made it a first issue instead of in with any of the other series. That's a weird-looking guy, huh? Boy, I'm complaining a lot tonight. Oh well. Finally, we have Low #1. A new Rick Remender. Who is this? Tocchini? What's his first name? Sebastian Tocchini? No, Greg Tocchini. It's Sebastian Gerner. I have no idea what this is. It was a first issue. I kind of liked the artwork. I like Rick Remender's Deadly Class. So I picked it up. I'll give it a try. I don't like the once again, I don't like this cover though. The cover is kind of amorphous, and I can't even tell what that big creature is next to the little girl. The interior art looked a little clearer. I almost didn't even pick this up because I didn't like and by pick it up, I mean not buy it, but I didn't actually pick it up off the shelf because I looked at the cover and went, eh. So, come on, get it together with your covers, people. Look at that, some more complaining from me tonight. I guess I'm just cranky because my normal setup for making these videos isn't here, so I'm sitting on an exercise ball instead of my chair. That was a weird choice. But anyway, hope you like the comics. You guys have a good week. We'll talk to you later.